Ever notice your hair falling out more than usual and thought what is going on? That was me until I discovered the one thing silently destroying my hair. And believe it or not, it was coffee. There was a time when coffee was my daily ritual. Morning, afternoon, sometimes even late at night. I loved the smell, the energy boost, the taste. But what I didn't notice at first was that something else was changing. My hair was thinning. At first, I didn't connect the dots. I blamed the stress, genetics, maybe my shampoo, but something didn't sit right. So I started paying attention, really paying attention, and here's where it gets interesting. Every time I had coffee, especially certain kinds, I noticed more hair on my brush, in the shower, on my pillow. And it wasn't just me. I started digging into forums, Reddit threads, health groups, and suddenly I wasn't alone. There were thousands of people saying the same thing. My hair falls out more when I drink coffee. I quit caffeine and my hair actually got better. I never thought it could be the coffee, but it was. So what is the connection? Let's break it down. Number 1. Caffeine triggers cortisol, the stress hormone. When you drink coffee, especially on an empty stomach, your body spikes cortisol, your stress hormone. And here's the deal with cortisol. High levels can shrink hair follicles over time and push hair into the shedding phase. Chronic cortisol equals chronic hair loss. Number 2. It can mess with your sleep. You might fall asleep fine, but coffee can lower your sleep quality. And when sleep suffers, your body doesn't regenerate, restore, or repair. Hair growth is part of that nighttime healing process. Poor sleep, poor hair recovery. Number 3. It can deplete nutrients your hair needs. Caffeine has a diuretic effect. It can make you lose essential minerals like magnesium, zinc, and B vitamins faster. Guess what your hair loves? Zinc, B vitamins, and magnesium. If you're not replacing those, your hair suffers. Number 4. Some coffees are worse than others. This part shocked me. Certain brands gave me worse hair fall than others. Instant coffee and overly roasted blends seem to hit the hardest. Could be the mold content, yes, molding coffee is a real issue, or additives, or even pesticide residues. Number 5. It can raise DHT in some people. This one is a bit more complex, but caffeine can increase testosterone and possibly DHT in sensitive individuals. DHT is a hormone strongly linked to hair follicle miniaturization, especially in those prone to pattern baldness. If you're genetically sensitive, this can accelerate hair loss. So let's talk about my personal turning point. Once I cut out coffee completely for 30 days, the change was real. My shedding slowed down, my hair started feeling thicker, and most importantly, I felt less anxious, more balanced, less wired. I experimented later with different types, organic, mold-free decafs. Some were okay in small amounts, but the lesson was clear. Caffeine is not harmless for everyone. So what can you do instead? Try quitting coffee for 2 to 4 weeks and observe what happens to your hair. Switch to herbal alternatives like rooibos, lemon balm, or chicory root. Focus on sleep, stress reduction, and real nourishment. Make sure you're replenishing minerals, magnesium, zinc, B vitamins especially. As you know, in my philosophy, everyone is unique. Not everyone reacts the same to caffeine. But if your hair is falling out and no one can tell you why, it might be time to look at what is in your cup. This one change might not only help your hair, it might also improve your energy, mood, and overall well-being. If you've ever experienced hair loss linked to caffeine or coffee, share your story below. You're not alone, and more people need to hear this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.